Welcome to Billy's book. I'm going to do a flash book review. I just started this bad boy. Electric Forest by Tanith Lee. See that? I'm doing this real quick because I'm in the Missouri Botanical Garden, which doesn't happen very often. It's so pretty, and you see that sculpture in the background. That's my excuse for doing a book review. I got an email from Penguin Books. I don't even know how I got on their mailing list, but they recommended this as my reading, and so they told me to go buy it. It's I guess 40 years since it was released in 1979. Instead of buying it, I went to the library and I got it immediately. It's a science fiction book, because you know how I love that science fiction. Electric Forest by Tanith Lee seems like a variation on Brave New World. Everybody's beautiful, it's in the future, everything's really easy for the people who live there. Everyone's genetically perfect except for our protagonist, whose name is Ugly. That's her nickname that she has accepted over the years, and everyone refers to her that way. It's not even derogatory, that's just the way it is. So she has like this part-time job where she works like 10 hours a week and then goes home to her miserable little house, which is perfectly clean and everything, but she's very, very lonely and has almost no physical contact or emotional contact or any friends whatsoever. And one day some handsome man, they're all handsome, but this guy's particularly handsome and particularly rich, he accosts her and says, "I'm going to make you beautiful," and he talks down to her. He's really condescending, and he sort of says, "I'm going to be your friend. Aren't you interested in me?" And she's like, "No, not really." And he just keeps following her around. So he says, "I'm going to make you not ugly." And she, because she has no hope or whatever, she just goes along with whatever he tells her to do. And so he takes her out of the city. He has her meet her somewhere, and they drive out in a distant place into a distant, she doesn't even know how far out she is, but it's definitely pretty far, to his sort of mad rich man's home. He shows her the new body that she's going to be into, and it's a beautiful, it's not like a normal body. It's a little bit weird. It's kind of bluish, but it's no doubt a smoking body, and he's going to transfer her into that. And he does this mad experiment, and she's terrified but doesn't care because she's so dead inside that she just goes along with it. So here's a sentence I thought was kind of important, considering this is literature rather than regular sci-fi. Arguably, she obeyed. Obedience was a nearly foolproof method of coping with both the situation and the man. It's a classic sci-fi thing where it's in one tube and she gets in the other, and he presses a few buttons, it hurts like hell, and then whoop, she's in the new body. Kind of cool, I guess. It's classic sci-fi. It's kind of a reverse Frankenstein's monster, if you know what I mean. It's very painful, and she does it, and then more things happen. She stared at the monster in revulsion that could only be admitted now that she was liberated from hell. As she stared, superimposed upon the vile thing in its fantastic cradle, she beheld her glamour reflected in the glazium, Beauty and the Beast. Magdala laughed. She had caught her inventor's madness. Anyway, it's well written. It's a very third person, very almost like, what's the word? Detached descriptions, let's put it that way. And I think that's because our protagonist herself is detached. Emotionally and socially. There it is, Electric Forest. If you can't do review.